Hello, all. It is Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, here with day 23 of Awards Season Review Season 2, and Feel Good Week is trucking along. Today, I am talking about Studio Ghibli's The Boy and the Heron. Written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki, The Boy and the Heron is another gorgeously animated coming of age tale from the studio. Now, as per Box Office Mojo, as of this recording, The Boy and the Heron has a total box office take of $122,606,399, with $30,935,334 domestically and $91,671,065 internationally. And with this film still in select theaters, this number could still grow as award season progresses. Now, awards wise, as with many of this studio's films, it is currently nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Critics' Choice Awards and the Golden Globes, and it was recognized as the Best Animated Feature of 2023 by the New York Films Critics Circle and the Los Angeles Film Critics Association. It was also named one of the top films of 2023 by the National Board of Review. It also has a second Golden Globe nomination for Best Score and may also be in the running for the Academy Award for that, as well as it did make the shortlist. So, getting into the film. The Boy and the Heron takes place in 1943 Japan during the Pacific War. Now, our protagonist, Mahito, he loses his mother to a fire in a hospital, and then with his father, he moves out to the countryside where his aunt, the younger sister of his mother, is now becoming his stepmother because Mahito's father married her, and she is also currently pregnant with Mahito's half sibling. Now, Mahito's father, an airy munitions factory worker, is trying to make the best life possible for his son, given these circumstances. Now, Mahito does not show much love initially for the stepmother or for the situation that he's in. And there's an interesting situation at school which allows him to not have to deal with his schoolmates. And he, remains at the estate on the countryside. Now, one day he is lured to an old, derelict, broken down tower by an oddly behaving heron who entices Mahito to follow him, telling him he can help him get his mother back. This will be the start of Mahito's story. Now, crossing into a magical world with the heron, he will learn the values of family and love. And that's about all I could say without spoiling the film. Now, as is customary with many of the Studio Ghibli films, we will meet a lot of colorful characters along the way, some trustworthy, and some that may not be what they appear to be. Now, let me start by saying the film, visually, it's stunning to look at. The color palette for this film is very lush, and the animation captures the era of wartime exceedingly well. Additionally, the score does add wonderful layers to the film, so the nominations that it has received and could additionally receive is not surprising. Now, acting wise, when I saw the film in IMAX theaters, I saw the dubbed version with the English speaking cast, and they did an incredible job. Two of the key standouts for me were Florence Pugh and Gemma Chan. Pugh plays Kiriko, a maid who helps Mahito on his journey, and Chan plays Natsuko, Mahito's new stepmother, his aunt. Their voices lend a certain gravitas to balance out the exuberance and sometimes over energy of Christian Bale, who plays Mahito's father, Shoichi, and Robert Pattinson, who is almost unrecognizable as the Heron. Yes, that is correct. The Heron of the title does eventually become anthropomorphized. Now, the cast does well to lift this story, although at times it does drag a bit and is a bit repetitive. Now, the film's themes of family love and forgiveness are on display, but you wonder if it couldn't have been trimmed down a bit. At 2 hours, the film could have done with some additional editing. However, aside from that, it was an enjoyable film to watch. Now, I am curious to see this film in the original language with the subtitles. My only fear, though, is that I don't know if I will love it as much because the vocal performances in the dubbed version did do a lot for me. But that remains to be seen and will be the case. All right. So The Boy and the Heron gets a strong 4 out of 5 stars for me. Now, this film will make you feel good, and the lessons learned are important and they are well presented. And yes, a little bit long at, 2 hours plus, but there are worse ways to spend 2 hours, right? Now, if you would like to see The Boy and the Heron and you haven't yet, or you want to get to it, it is still playing in select theaters. But as of this recording, there is no information on a VOD date or streaming information. As always, thank you for joining me, and I am excited to continue Feel Good Week. Please subscribe to the channel if you like what you hear and get the word out. We are trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of this award season, so we have 73 days to go. Help me get the word out there. You can also follow me on all forms of social media and compare movies reviews with me on Letterboxd. Until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break and watch something new.